Earlier on, we caught up with some of the players. Let's see what they had to say. Play, so cool to have you here. The SPL, this is the 5th week. Bottom of the leaderboard, how are you feeling about today's matchup?
Well, hopefully I can put some points on today. Yeah, I had a slow start. It's been a very busy period for me. I haven't put much time on the table, but no excuses. Tonight's the night where I have to pull something out the hat.
You're playing against Nico Erasmus. In terms of watching him play, how do you feel you'll match up against Nico?
Yeah, Nico and I have played several times. I was fortunate to win a money session against him last week.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, it's there about him and I. You know, we've been at it, but it's very close. But as you know, on this table is my nemesis. So let's see what happens from here.
So you've done your prayers then?
I've done my prayers. I've actually put in a little bit of time this week as well on the table. So feeling a little bit more comfortable with it. Yeah.
Brilliant stuff. Any predictions for today's scoreline?
Well, I hope I win. But yeah, I think it will be close. Nick is an excellent potter. And yeah, I'm just going to have to take my chances today.
Wishing you everything of the best for today's matchup.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thanks. Nico Erasmus, so cool to catch up with you before your big matchup against Alvin. How are you feeling about today's matchup?
I feel good today. I've been practicing a little bit, so sorted my breaking cue out, fine-tuned things what was not ready.
Do you ever go back after the SPL games and say to yourself, okay, well, let me watch, let me see, these are some of my mistakes, this is what I can do to improve?
To be honest, no, I don't, but I know there is a few things what I can tell what I have been doing wrong. I'll watch maybe 1 or 2 frames what I played and then I'll go and work on it.
Alvin, bottom of the leaderboard, you know he's going to want to prove something today. How did you psych yourself up for today's game?
Don't play the player, just play the table.
Brilliant stuff. Wishing you absolutely everything of the best for today's matchup.
Thank you.
As you've seen, both players excited about what they are going to be doing today. Both very confident and both are very... I'm thinking we're going to have a great show because Alvin, bottom of the leaderboard, let's see what he's going to show us today. Let's welcome Prince, my co-commentator, and see what his views and thoughts on today's matchup is.
Viewers out there, I hope everyone is going to get in and enjoy the spectacle like you've done in the last 4 weeks. And I can tell you there's great excitement building up to tonight because the players know that after playing tonight, they got a 2-week break, you know, just to go and recharge the batteries and so on. And they want to give it their all, same as, you know, in the first week of the Supa Pro.
What do you think about the matchup between Alvin and Nico today, considering the fact that Alvin is bottom of the leaderboard?
This is what I call a swinger match because I don't know the amount of drive that's there inside of Alvin because he hasn't been playing bad, but he's been getting himself into some very bad positions that stops him from finishing the games. In as far as Nico is concerned, he's an all-out attacking player. So they say styles make a game, and this is just one of those games where styles will definitely determine who comes out on top. But I think Alvin needs it the most today because he's got no points from winning a match.
Yeah, and exactly, as you can see there, Prince, on top of the leaderboard is Lucas Venter, second is Shane Pillay, third is Nico Erasmus, fourth Takalani Marida, fifth and Silver Matonzi, sixth Aaron Donahue, seventh Natai Chetty, and eighth Alvin Naidoo. Big gap between Lucas Venter and Alvin Naidoo.
Yeah, no, massive, but with this format, you know, it only takes one night. I mean, if a player gets to win like a 7-0 or 6-0 or 6-1, and then he gets to put in some apples as well as some golden breaks, it changes the entire scenario.
Who are you most excited about watching today, Prince?
Tonight, undoubtedly, my match of the evening, it's the match between Takalani and Sobo. I think there's a lot riding on that match.
Yeah, and Sobo has been giving us a great show the last couple of weeks. Last week, as you can see, Alvin Naidoo is ranked number 8 on the leaderboard, Nico Erasmus number 3. Matches played, both players 4-4. matches won. Nico Erasmus won 2 matches. Alvin didn't win any matches as yet.
Yeah. But what's interesting from the stats that we picked up there, it's their ratio in terms of breaking and sinking a ball. I think that's going to be the cardinal point for tonight's matchup.
Yeah, and they seem to be evenly sized up. I mean, Nico sitting on a win rate of 47%, and Alvin sitting on a win rate of 34% in terms of his games. I'm assuming he's going to want to get as many games in as possible today as well.
Yeah, undoubtedly, Clive, every week I'm always pointing out to the importance of a great start, because once you've got that great start, it sets the tone and the tempo up for an exciting finish.
We must give a shout out to all the viewers at home and everyone that's been supporting the game and following it and looking forward to it every Thursday night. They know exactly what it is that they're going to be doing every Thursday night.
That will be interesting. I mean, lest we forget that, when we look at the top of the leaderboard, we got Lucas Fenter coming at 9 p.m. and he wants to keep his position at the top, and it's going to be interesting because he's coming up against a young and energetic Natai.
Yes, Lucas Fenter, very composed always when he walks into the arena. Same with Natai. Natai's got a big fan base, people that are following him as well. And I'm interested in seeing what upsets there will be in today's game.
We got the last match of the evening, which promises to be a stellar matchup, between Shane Pillay up against Aaron Donahue. That's another one where you got youth versus, experience. So let's get to see which will come on top between the two.
Yeah, Nico Erasmus is ranked at number 3 with 21 points on the leaderboard. Shane is just 1 point behind Lucas Fenter.
Yes, so interesting evening. I mean, we're looking forward to a classic, like we always do every week, and let the players get into the stage, enjoy it, and not be perturbed by anything else except the result.
About to watch a match. Let's join in the commentary box.
Thank you. See you at the comment.
Yeah, it's going to be a great matchup. We got Nico Erasmus against Alvin Naidoo. Going to be a fun one. Both of the players lagging.
Right, the players have just come through onto the field, and we've seen that into the arena, and we're seeing Alvin and Nico taking up the leg, and we've seen that the leg has been won by Alvin. So that means Alvin will be breaking up frame number 1. And it's 50 minutes on the clock. This is the Supa Pro League, coming to you live from Billiard Café in the heart of GP MG Pa Ekoli. And we got Alvin Naidoo, who is down, but certainly not out. Could this be the night that he changes a corner? We've seen some of the fans outside of the arena there. It's still early days, so a little bit later on, we'll get to see quite a number of spectators flocking on. We've seen Lucas Fenter on a practice table ahead of his match at 9. And Nitai also got to play a little bit of practice matches as a lead up to the match at 9. So 50 minutes, all to look out for. And Clivey, it's another bumper night in the offing.
Yeah, I think we've been giving Alvin a hard time in terms of wanting to get up there. But I think it's also because all of us know exactly what potential he has, noting all of his accolades, sprints, wins a lot of competitions. Definitely the pressure's on him.
Let's look at the rebreak there. He went onto the second ball. Quite a number of players, Clivey, are on the nick of breaking second ball to the right. Have you taken note of that?
Yes, it's been interesting to watch every week. The guys are trying to improve their breaks, trying to get the black ball moving quite a bit.
Yeah, with the potential of seeing if they can get the golden break, because, it eases things up for you because then you only have to look up to coming onto the second frame. So what I seem to like, or what interests me in this matchup, is the fact that, it's a guy that likes to wait in the form of Alvin up against a guy that likes to be on the attack. So after this breakup shot, you can see that Nico needs to play this yellow that is just set up close to the cushion there. That has to be his last ball now to set up for the black.
Yeah, Nico is positioned quite nicely on the leaderboard, sitting at number 3. He's got some amazing accolades. He wouldn't have been impressed with himself on that shot there, Prince.
Yeah, no, basically what happens with shots like that, Clive, is the fact that the player seems to be able to lose their momentum whenever they've got a positional shot, that gives you multiple options. Like this positional shot here, he could still play to come around the yellow to take it to the left-hand side corner. So only when he went down, he thought about, how about I stun, then see the yellow towards the right-hand corner pocket. So that's why they say, you got to go around the table, look at the available options, and make sure that, you take the right option.
Yeah, players of this caliber, you can't afford to give your opponent an opportunity because you know for a fact that the frame will be closed, finished.
Yeah.
Alvin's got an opportunity here, Prince.
Yes, most certainly. When you look at everything, you'll come to realize that, Alvin is a mild-mannered player in terms of his approach to the game. And, they say sometimes, no matter how good a guy you are, like Clive Cherry, but when you get onto the pool table, you got to be a bad guy.
Yeah, exactly. You get on the money there. Except for the part that you mentioned, I'm a good guy.
Yeah. So another opportunity presented to Nico Erasmus here. And just to let you guys know, Nico's mom is here supporting tonight.
Yeah, I love the fact one of the other weeks I had a couple of games with Nico, and I actually felt bad that I took some of his time away, but he is such a humble, down-to-earth guy. So I ended up chilling with his mum and himself, and every game that he plays to win. There's nothing that makes him think that he's just gonna play it just for the heck of it.
And we got your nephew in the auditorium here tonight, so yeah, great times, at BC.
Yeah, he lives for this game.
Yeah.
Tyreek.
Yeah.
And avid supporter. We've got people listening from all over the world, which is absolutely beautiful. And as the game progresses, we're getting much bigger support. And it's also inspiring players, developing players like myself, to take the game more seriously, to get more white ball movement. I'm not talking about you, Prince, I'm talking about me.
Yes, Clive, what is also interesting is the fact that, the Supa League has, ignited the players to a level that everyone, even when they play a friendly, they feel like, I can get there in the shortest possible time. Look at that ball there. That was an easy seater, but it's now become a game-changing ball all of a sudden.
Yeah, Alvin's got quite a bit to think about with this next action, which route he's going to be taking.
Yeah. He's got to go the safety route. He doesn't have much options available to him.
Yeah, just to mention, Prince, some of the accolades, both of them are absolute stars in the just in terms of what they've accomplished. Nico is a double SA champ, under 18 and under 23 in 2010. He is also a South African Open finalist, runner-up at the World Champs under 23 in 2011, and first seed at the Worlds in 2011 as well. Also pro-tier player in most Cuesports, Hayball, 9-ball, 10-ball, Blackball, and 8-ball. It's interesting, Prince, that even though it's different games, but they're fairly consistent across all the pool disciplines and different leagues.
Yeah, it's a big challenge to players in Africa now because as you look right across the world, you know, players in the UK, players in Asia, you know, they're excelling in all types of Cuesports disciplines.
Alvin's just taking his time, doesn't need to rush it, waiting for Nico to make the mistake,
Yeah.
which is a great strategy.
Yes. I'm just worried about the time spent on this frame. This frame is almost 7 to 8 minutes in the making now, Clive. That takes a big chunk of play. But you know what? This is what you call the icebreaker. But
Correct.
will it come to bite any of the players at the death?
Look, there's no gray area that it will because they want to get as many points on the board. Doesn't matter about whether they win or lose this match. It does matter that they score many games and they get as many opportunities to break as possible, many frames to play as possible.
Yeah. I, in a way, expected Alvin to be the one that comes out, you know, with all guns blazing. But he's having something of a somber start, you know, to the proceedings.
You know, Prince, even though it's 5 weeks in, we have to be conscientious about the fact that there are nerves in play.
Certainly.
So it's always a challenge. They have to start feeling the game, forget about the cameras, and give it their best. Play like they would be playing for their lives.
Yes. Very good positional position there by Alvin. You know, I think he is the one that will get into a jovial mood if he can take the opening set, because that's been one of the things eluding him as well in the last couple of weeks.
Is he looking to cut it?
Yes, he doesn't have a choice. Where is the white? So the story goes back to to the same plot again. Alvin will be going down in the opening frame one more time.
Yeah, very unfortunate for Alvin, but it was a possibility that the white ball will sink into the center. And remember, on this table, because it's a newer table, it's been difficult for the players to perfect their doubles.
Yes.
From that perspective, they're still getting used to it, which
Yeah.
would have been the safer shot maybe if.
Look at that. One would call that a wicked in-off, you know, but there isn't such a thing as a wicked in-off because, you know, you play yourself into a safety position, you know, in terms of proper landing for a shot, in terms of where you want to go, because you plan the shot 2 or 3 shots in advance. What a break there by Nico. He's got a red ball down, Clivey.
Yeah, as mentioned last week as well, practice is critical. I think he's got 2 reds down, which is...
Yes. 2 reds it is, yes.
That being said, I think he's going to go with yellow.
Yeah, with the yellows, he only has the 1 yellow that is in the middle of the red. So he might just play onto the yellow, trying to put the red. That's a shot.
What a great shot that was.
Yes.
Alvin knows this. He's in a bit of trouble with this frame as well.
This is wick number 5, and on the leaderboard, it's a very, very critical wick for Alvin, because if he really needs to move up the ladder, there's only like 2 more wicks to eat, and this is the telling wick.
You know, and that being said, and it's important to note, Prince, that he is such a star in his own right. Well, not even in his own right. You want to mention some of his accolades, Prince?
Yes, most definitely. Let's look into Alvin. Alvin, let's go a lot more into his recent one. He's been 2 years in a row GP champion, and he's just recently won the PSA Masters Championship. I mean, we're talking about something less than 90 days old. So one could say his favorite player is Tom Cousins, you know.
No, it's Ronnie O'Sullivan.
It's Ronnie O'Sullivan, yes. Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Tom may look a bit
yes,
like Ronnie.
yes. So Tom is Ronnie O'Sullivan is an all-out attacking player, you know, in terms of their style. So we really need Alvin to look back into his favorite personality and say, let me try and bring my best to make Ronnie happy tonight. Resemblance of your favorite player needs to come out now.
Absolutely.
This is the SPL powered by Sombhani Group of companies alongside Cuesports Africa Media. And we coming to you live from Billiard Café. Nooks Creative are here with us as well, making sure that, you know, our stats and all that up to the required standard, and the setting of the venue. Lest we forget the Dive Club for their contribution in making our sport look and feel good.
No, absolutely. Just to mention, his Alvin is also the 2024 and 2025 Blackball Gauteng Open Champ. So he's currently high up there. Obviously, he's wanting to come up on the leaderboard with the Supa Pro League.
Yeah, we've just seen him play another loose shot there, Alvin, and it seems open for the red. Yeah, this one, yeah, he might try and play the plant, ball to ball, but with that opening provided there, he might just go to the bottom cushion. But then there's that likelihood that when you miss there, you'll certainly give Alvin a chance.
Just to mention, Prince, some of the rules of the game in terms of the point scoring. It's a winner break format. You do get 1 point per frame. It's 1 point extra for an apple if you break and finish. Golden break and duck apply, so you'll get an extra point for a golden break whereby you drop the black ball. Each of the players, for each shot that they get, is 45 seconds per shot, and they do get one extension for per frame that's allowed as well.
Yeah, just last week, you know, we had a situation where a player, that is Ntobo Matonzi, had to use the luxury of an extension where he could not see clearly onto the one ball, which the ref could detect that probably could see the ball, so an extension was needed. So the application of the rules, quite key.
No, absolutely. They have to take advantage. It does make the sport more exciting, and and the viewers get involved, and they're looking for the golden breaks and for the apples, so that there's more spectator value as well. As you can see, Nico is 2 frames up to Alvin, so there has been some curse on Alvin because we know he's a great player. We just don't know what that curse is and how he can get rid of it.
If you've been following the SPL, what can you give as an advice to Alvin Naidoo that can bring about that change in his game, or rather his approach to SPL matches?
Yeah, it will be great for you to let us know on the streaming platform.
There we see the rebreak there by Nico there. He's hammering the ball nicely, Clivey, but then on the newer table, you need more of a medium kind of stroke.
Yeah, Nico has never been, from watching the previous games as well, it's never been fantastic on his breaks. He's dropped the wide ball quite often in other games.
Yeah. And when you're having a lack of confidence, you know, you start having voices in your ears, you know, when you're approaching the game, to saying, am I followed by, you know, those poor demons, for example? Are they following me right again? Or, you know, it's just happening to me. Why is it happening to me?
Yeah, if you want to follow the Supa Pro League, you can on the website. It's www.supaproleague.com. Super is spelled S-U-P-A. So it's www.supaproleague.com. Every week that goes by, Prince, we get more and more followers that are following this every Thursday night.
No, that is awesome. We've just seen one of the players in the SPL in the form of Captain Naidoo getting into the area, and it's good to know that, we've got some of the players coming to see what to prepare, because the first division will be in action from the month of August.
Great shot there by Nico, showing lots of skill. Very composed player, knows exactly what it is that he wants to do. He's not taking Alvin for granted. He's giving it his absolute best. And if he does, Prince, with someone that's as amateur as me, you can only imagine what he's looking at doing with every matchup that he's playing as well.
Yeah, every matchup here, it's unique in a way, Clubby, and and it's quite important that, you let every game be a new game. You let every game be a new game to you. So, yeah, it would be interesting to get Ty to join me here on commentary, He's an exciting youngster that follows the game, to be able to hear from him his views about this game here. And yeah, Ty, how are you keeping, my brother?
Oh, I am well, thanks. And yourself?
All right, man.
I see we got some interesting games happening here.
Relax into the commentary booth, yeah. And your take on the professionalism that you see in as far as the environment is concerned here?
It's a completely different environment where I am coming from.
Yes.
I am glad to see South Africa is stepping up their game, I'm so impressed, it's not even funny.
Yes. And looking at the approach of the players, you're also a player. I played you the other day. Let's not tell the viewers what happened in our match. Let's not.
Yeah,
but then,
we won't tell them that I just won those ones.
Yes, yeah. But then, what you can tell them is at least the commentators got an idea of putting a ball.
The commentators definitely have an idea of how to putt a ball. I can guarantee that that's one thing that I can guarantee.
Yes. Very great positional shot there by Alvin, getting onto the second last yellow there. How do you expect him to go about the finish from here?
I think it's going to be a routine finish for him.
Yeah.
I've watched him play. It's going to be a pretty routine finish for him. Lovely shot.
Yes. So it looks like he's landed a little bit straight. Would that be a problem for him?
Might just be a problem as to push out.
Yes. And at this juncture, he needs to be able to take the ball into the red to his right at this point in time. What a shot by Alvin there.
Beautiful.
On the last ball, Alvin now.
Oh, looks like he's on his way to finish strong here.
Yeah. And what a finish by Alvin there. Yes, Alvin has just brought the scoreline to a respectable 2-1 now. It's all to play for, guys, on this big night of action at Billiard Café. And I'm sure he's kind of like, pumped himself up to say, what, it's not all lost.
No,
there's still a long way to go.
100%. Something that I couldn't do against you.
Yeah, no. I'm learning a lot from the SPL players, so it's not a surprise when you watch me dispatch the balls, because I'm learning from the champions.
And I learned from you, so it's, it's a win-win here.
Win-win situation we can relate to. So yes, frame number 4 loading. This is the SPL, guys. If you want to be one of the sponsors of the league, or you like to host the SPL in the future, feel free to contact the supaproleague.com team. Go onto the website www.supaproleague.com and see what it's all about. You can also be able to get your name registered for a subscription of the newsletter there. Have you visited the website?
I have indeed visited the website.
Yes.
It's looking good.
Classy?
No, it's promising.
Yes. And just about to break, how do you break? One thing I picked up in my game against you is you also have very good breaks.
No, something that I've been working on is a good break.
Yes.
Center ball break, you know?
Or the center ball.
Yes,
Okay.
go for the cut break.
All right. And you're getting good results out of those.
Yes.
A whole lot of the top players have now resorted into going side break, you know, especially from the right-hand side of the pack.
I've seen it. I was watching Caesar and the guys play recently, so I've seen that they,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yes, it's important how you break because the break sets the mood.
No, 100%.
Yeah. Let's get to see how Alvin goes about this. The first frame, they play close to 7-8 minutes. What's the amount of time you think you can average on this table if you have to go in and play on this table? 5-6 minutes per frame?
Yeah, maybe even less than that.
Even less than that,
Yes.
yes. So for those that are still to come, in matches that we've got scheduled later, remember we've got a big one tonight where Takalani Mareda comes up against Nsobo Matonsi. Yeah, it will be one for the brothers. In Limpopo in particular, great interest. These players are both born in Limpopo, even though they are based in Johannesburg at this point in time.
Alvin a bit unlucky with a safety shot there, but he'll get it back.
Yeah, there you see him grasping on some H2O there just to try and come down. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's not easy playing under these conditions. The nerves are probably getting to them as well, you know?
Yeah,
don't doubt that.
nerves, big factor in this. You know, you cannot put the nerves aside. You know.
I was nervous playing you, so, brilliant safety shot there.
Brilliant safety shot, you can say. Yeah.
Yes.
Let me get to you. Who's following us tonight? Who's watching on the different streams? And where you are watching from, guys. I'd like to know where you are watching from. And what's your take on my co-commentator right here from KZN with love?
All the way from Durban.
From Durban with love, yes. So yeah, it's a big night of action. Big night of action, and I can tell you now that all the players want to make sure that, you know, they don't disappoint tonight
Just a
because
bit
of the
unlucky there.
expectation.
Yeah, just a bit unlucky there. Good double attempt.
Yes. Frame number 4. I'm sure Alvin needs to work himself
Oh, he has to.
into equalizing here.
He needs it, yeah. Oh,
Yes. What do you make of where the yellow is now? Because the black is in a safety zone as well.
yes, he has two problems. It's the black and one yellow.
Yeah.
But he's going to get it out here. Oh, unlucky. He tried to get it out there.
Yes.
Just a bit unlucky.
That's been the story with Alvin over the last couple of weeks. He's never had a bad game, but the landing has been deserting him somehow.
Oh, good recovery. Good recovery.
What a shot.
there.
What a shot. Yeah, top shot that he came up with, that is Alvin, in this SPL match number 1 of week 5, guys. And we're going to use some moments to take you through some of the stats of the players, guys. So the win rate by Alvin, it's sitting just under 40% at the moment because he hasn't been able to convert into match point wins, but he's still in it.
Yeah, just a bit unlucky there, but he should be on his way.
Yes. And the players that have been watching or following Alvin all the weeks just don't know why is he not bringing it home, because he's such a decent player.
Yes. But you know, the first couple of weeks could be like that. You know, he could come back.
Yes, in any match,
Yeah.
in any tournament, yeah. He's gone for safety, which I don't think that it's what one can term the right move.
From the player like that, what I watched Nico should be finished up here.
Yeah, we're going to hook up with some of the players a little bit later on, you know, the likes of Captain Naidoo. He'll join us on commentary just to give us his views about the happenings here. Let's see Nico. He's rolling back nicely. He's rolling. Yeah. So yes, Nico, very, very important match for him. Just last week, he got involved in a session match against Peter Du Toit and came unstuck at the death in that match. And he said to me, Mr. Morake, it's very important that I apply myself very well in the beginning of stages of matches, you know.
Oh, 100%. It was not a bad safety attempt there for him.
He's got something on the yellow.
Yeah. But I don't think he's going to go for it. I think he's going to go for the game.
He's going to try and play.
One push and in.
Let's get to see if he takes your advice.
Oh, he tried it.
He tried
it.
So you kind of low Alvin's game in a way, yeah? Yes. So yeah, there we see a great attempt by Alvin, but in a way left Nico on. If he pots this red here to the corner here, he's got more of a basic finish. But coming out onto that last red there,
It's not easy.
it's not easy. You need to pull the shot, but these are professionals. We expect them to deliver.
He's got a very narrow margin there.
Or he decided to go,
Went against it.
yes, the long route. He's actually backing himself to cut, go use the bottom cushion, and then come back for positioning. All right. Let me get to see who is following on the stream here.
Oh, just a bit unlucky there.
Yeah, Nelito Makosi is watching here from Johannesburg South. And Louis Havenga says, that is Louis Havenga say, only young people have the energy. I wonder how true that is. We'll get to see about it
As
now.
a young person myself, I agree with that.
Yes. And we also have Aaron Donoghue, who's going to be playing, you know, in the last matchup of the evening. He's watching on the stream now. Good evening, Aaron. We hope you're well. We also have Nitai in the arena. He's playing against Lucas in the match
Should go
coming
for
up
the
at
safety
9.
here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Great
not
safety
a bad
shot there.
safety attempt.
Yeah.
Just has probably going to go off top cushion and come down.
Yes. Let's get to see. Abe is going to take your advice and then land perfectly to be able to dispatch the last two balls.
And he has.
Wow. And he
That was
landed much
almost
better.
Perfect. Yeah, he definitely landed better than I would have.
Yeah. Yes, and he took the black ball down, so yeah. We'll be getting a little bit of the player stats, you know, to look at, and what a shot that was by Nico Erasmus, helping him extend his lead. Yeah. Now we're into frame number 5. I'm a bit concerned about the amount of time spent on the frames because for a player like Alvin, who's on the bottom of the leaderboard, there's a 52% frame percentage by Nico, 8 breaks in rank number 3 and 24 points. So his strength, it's the break. Is he gonna use it? What a shot. I've just mentioned it, that he breaks very well, and he sank a ball to further attest to what I just earlier said to you guys. Yes, who's on the stream? I haven't heard from Sonia Pretorius, you know, the usual suspects that following us, but we've got from Free State with Love, the man nicknamed Shushu, Kevin Itumeleng Sisiane, following on the stream. Hope you well, Mohaetsu. We got viewers from the UK, from Mauritius, from Senegal, from Tanzania, all following this brilliant action here, week in and week out. Remember guys, after this week, the players will be going on to a 2-week break in order to honor the SA Nationals that's coming up in Potchefstroom, as well as in Nelspruit. What a shot by Nicky. Has he managed to come out of the passage. All right. All right, Zotani said it wasn't a safety shot. He was trying to pot the ball. Yes, I think that's what he aimed. And Sonia say, I am here, Mr. Morake. Clayton Moodley. Huh? Kliba says he will be back playing. You know, he's just been interested by what he's seeing, and he's saying, guys, I will be back. I watched your brother Kitten playing some awesome pool just recently at Ball Breakers in Monday. So good times for the family in as far as playing pool is concerned. Yes. So yes, there we got Yolanda Simon say, thanks for the live, Mr. Morake. So at the moment, I can tell you that it's all to play for. We've just dipped under 20 minutes, and the players really need to bring it all up, you know, because we're edging closer to the crucial last quarter. Yeah, later. All right, guys. I got here with us in the auditorium Ayabonga Jankies, who's been an SA champion. He'll be joining me shortly on commentary. He's here to come and witness the happenings at this commentary booth here. That is Ayabonga Jankies from Eastern Cape with love. Aya, I see you are in GP now, and welcome to GP. And how are you finding the SPL, the Supa Pro League? Yeah.
Thanks for having me here, Prince.
Yeah.
Man. It's been an honor to actually join this commentary this evening. I think Gauteng's level of pool just reminds me of national level, man.
Yes.
Like, it's just a different atmosphere. There's a lot of professionalism, top players. Like, it just emphasizes a way that you always need to be on top of your game. And I just think it's just the future for pool, man.
It is the future for pool, as you're saying, Aya, and you know, there are people that want to follow you on the socials, you know, to get to know more about Aya. How do they go about following you?
No, they should just search me as Aya Ezo Yankees on Facebook. You'll actually see all my content there. Just recently got back in the game.
Yes.
As I took quite of a long break.
Yes.
You know how it is when it comes to real life. I was studying like computer science, so
Yes.
I had to like make some certain sacrifices. So I couldn't be on the table like consistently as I used to, you know.
Yes.
But I'm actually pleased to be in this atmosphere, man. Like,
Education first, you know,
Yeah.
and pool gets to be a part of our social education, one could say. Where are you based at the moment, Aya, for those that want to know, you know, so that they can hook up games with you in the future?
oh, I'm in Pretoria,
Yes.
the Sunnyside area.
So you're
close to
playing the
Loftus.
likes of Figo, you know, the likes of, what's his name, that we had on Bekele Beke as well. Omari Akida. Yes,
yeah. Those kind of players.
yeah. So it's good to have you here. I'm joined here on commentary by former SA 8-ball champion in the form of Ayanda Yankees. And Aya, the quality that has been shown by the players here from the break position itself, what can you attest from what you're seeing?
I can, from my perspective, the way I'm looking at the balls, I would actually go for yellow here. There's only like a few problem balls, which is around the black ball. I just think that if you had to lay in between these two balls, you'd just actually open it, which is quite nice now.
Yes,
It's perfect on that now. Where he's going to open the black softly.
yes.
And then he goes for the corner pocket there on top.
Do you think it's got much on a possible finish here?
Yeah, it is a possible finish. The only problem ball is the one in front of the black ball, which he will actually need to lay on the opposite side of the table, which he has 2 balls to actually utilize to actually get in that current position.
So you're
He wants-
referring to that yellow there that is almost on the head of the black there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
What is the skill in as far as playing on a new cloth is concerned? You know, people will want to know because obviously you haven't played national championship. You've had an opportunity of playing on new cloth.
I think the skill of understanding the new cloth is actually understanding the reaction of the cue ball when it hits the rails.
Yes.
I think it's an essential skill to understand because as much as you stroke the balls, the reaction of the actual rail
Yeah.
actually tells how hard and how soft you actually have to cue the ball.
That's your guide. You
You
are
know?
saying, yeah.
So I think stroking is like an essential skill as well.
Yes.
But I think the reaction of the white after it hits the cushion is one of the biggest fundamentals to actually understand on a new table.
Most certainly says Aya Yankees guys, you know. So this is a former champion himself. So he's giving it to you, you know, from first-hand experience. How's that shot there?
I think it's a top shot.
Now he's opened up the ball that couldn't go anywhere.
That was a phenomenal shot from Nicky there. As you can see, he's a fearless player. He's always played at this level.
And that's his nickname, saying
Yeah.
fearless. What a shot to come out here.
Yeah, he's been in phenomenal form, you know. I've been watching him across the matches that he's been playing across the weeks. He's been playing very well. Nice confidence. As you can see, he's making more show on every shot. And yeah, man, as we know, Nicky, he's always played at this level, you know. So this is not like a new environment for him. He's been born for environments like this and moments like this. Hence you can see the quality shots that he can actually portray in a big match like this.
No, awesome. Getting into this, do you think we can still about 2 more frames with the 10 minutes, or it depends on the break? There's like 10 minutes left on the clock here, Aya.
Yeah, most definitely, man. I think even 3 frames we can actually steal from here, depending on the break. But with the class players at this level, honestly, like 3 minutes, you can even get 3 or 4 frames, depending on the break. And at the speed at how this player is playing currently right now, when he's breaking, it is quietly possible.
Yes. All right, guys, we will be taking you through into the last 10 minutes by Clive and Aya Yankees right over here.
That's a phenomenal shot there from Alvin.
Nice to be joined by you, Aya.
Thanks, man. I'm pleased to be here this evening.
You've been enjoying our SPL.
No, most definitely, man. Like I've mentioned, like the atmosphere is, we're actually mimicking the UK standards, you know?
Higher. We got higher standards. How arrogant are we?
Welcome, SPL. It's actually nice to see the top players enjoying the game and playing at a very high level here. This has been the dream of Paul, I believe.
Absolutely. I think lots of pressure has been put on Alvin. And he's been put pressure on himself as well because he's a perfectionist.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Alvin is also a very good player, very tactical. I wouldn't say he's been playing bad in this match, you know. He just hasn't had like a lot of good opportunities. I think Nicky is playing very well tonight as well, and I think it's getting to him a bit.
Yeah, Nico has been playing a world-class standard. We've been enjoying his consistency as well.
Yeah,
Just to
yeah.
mention to you that we've got the Sombhani group of companies. That's our biggest sponsor. We've also got the Dive Club, Cuesports Africa Media, Nukes Creative, and Rogues on Radio, as well as Billiard Café as sponsors for this event. So if you want to get involved and be one of the sponsors on the SPL, Supa Pro League, will be great for you to get in touch with the crew at www.supaproleague.com. Super spelled SUPA. So you've also had your fair share of accolades, Aya, in the sport?
Yeah, most definitely, man. Back in 2015, I was the under 18 8-ball champion, and then back in 2018, I was the under 23 8-ball champion. So I've had my fair share of playing at the highest level. I've played also for the South African team a few times, preferably in England and in Ireland. Got a bronze medal in Ireland for the speed pool event in the under 18 division. So yeah, I've played at a very high level.
Sure, look at you. Yeah, I've got many accolades as well. They've given me the opportunity to be a sponsor because I can't really play the game as well as you guys. In other words, no real accolade.
But I think this game it just requires understanding just the basic fundamentals of just knowing what you're going to do next on which ball.
What a great performance Nico Erasmus is giving us today. 7 minutes on the clock.
Nico's firing tonight, eh?
He's playing superbly.
Phenomenal ball, man. I wonder what does Alvin have for us this evening. If we can get back 2 frames in this small time frame that's left, it will definitely make a difference.
Yeah, really not sure what it is. He's just been so unfortunate. There is a promotion. This is a promotion and relegation league, so that means that if he's at the bottom of the leaderboard, then the odds after the 8 matches, if he doesn't get most points on the board, will be that he gets relegated to first division. If you're a pool player and you want your club to be hosting the Supa Pro League, then also get in touch with us, with the management team of the SPL. www.supaproleague.com. We want all of South Africa to be part of this SPL. Fairly open frame to try and finish. What do you think, Aya?
Yeah, most definitely. I think the only problem balls is these ones here at the bottom of the table. You know, he has to have some form of solution to actually just try and open those balls.
I can't exactly see the angle, but I'm not sure if he can play one to the other, and if it does drop, then he's definitely got a finish in hand.
Yeah, most definitely. Because it looks from the likes of the
Looks like
table
it can.
view now, the cannon is not facing straight into the pocket. So he's going to need some developing ball to actually open there. Quite interesting to see what he can do from here. He's looking at that now.
Yeah, that would be the game-winning shot if he's able to pull this off.
But that's also a good
you
shot.
called it, Aya. It was a challenging shot.
Yeah.
Definitely then couldn't get ball on ball to drop.
I think he played a good safety there. So now he's actually in an advantage to actually finish the frame now. Actually force the opponent to make a mistake there, as we can see.
It was interesting to see Nico play that shot. He obviously wanted the double drop, but from that angle, I'm not even sure if the double drop was possible.
Yeah, Alvin should finish this frame now.
As Prince would say, it's just a matter of formality now for this frame.
Yeah, like I predicted now. I feel like Alvin can take 2 frames in this match now.
But exactly. And I don't think it landed the way he would have wanted it to. the last time he played a shot like this, he was in fear of the white ball.
Oh.
Yeah, with the Nico standard. That was Aya. Thank you so much, Aya Yankees, on the commentary box. And Alvin gets an extra point on the scoreboard. 3 minutes 22 on the clock. Can he get a golden break? These are the nail-biting moments that we love watching. He'll be looking for a golden break. If not a golden break, then a break and finish. He's going to have to be quite quick around the table. Break from Alvin, and I don't see why. Actually, it's just a black ball that's challenged, that he's going to have to find a way to develop, which just 2 minutes on the clock, and we obviously wanting to see a break and finish so that he can get an extra point on the board. So he'll get the point for winning the game, and he'll get a point for it being an apple. Just for his confidence, he's going to want to get this right as well. And it looks like he's managed to move the white ball out of a more challenging spot, but it's still not going to be an easy finish for him. White ball flying, clearly something that Alvin would have wanted, but just was not meant to be. And Nico is now wanting to give us a spectacle with only 45 seconds on the clock. Seems to be doing just that. His routing is absolutely amazing. It's lovely watching Nico Erasmus play. What a finish. 7 games to Nico with just 2 to Alvin, which means that Alvin still remains in the bottom of the leaderboard. Look at that. Cause the white ball to fly. Gave Nico the opportunity. I think let's watch the interview between Prince and Nico. Over to you, Prince.
Okay. After a brilliant display of Polier in the opening match here tonight, we've seen Nico Erasmus come out on top here. Nico, how did you find tonight's game? You did very well and much needed victory.
Yeah, I felt confident today. I played well. This is how I should play. And yeah, it was a good match.
The break is coming for 2 weeks. Is it going to do a lot of good to your game?
Yes, definitely.
We've heard it from Nico, guys. He's going to enjoy the short break and come back with all guns blazing. Thank you, Nico. All right. All right, guys, with me, it's none other but Alvin Naidoo, and we're going to find out from him. The same questions keep coming again, but we're not going to go long. Alvin came short again tonight. Probably your start. I mean, the opening frame was like 7 to 8 minutes in the making. How did it change the mood or the tempo of the game?
Yeah, definitely very slow start. Prince, some of the worst pool I've played in my whole life. And just not finishing everything, struggling on the bounce, struggling on the slide. But yeah, well done to Nicky. He played absolutely superb today. Take nothing away from that. Thank you very much.
So, Alvin, maybe we can say, to the viewers that you're the one player that really needed this break, and this break is coming out at just the right time for you.
Yeah, actually not, Prince. I haven't been putting much points on the board. Even though I am queuing well, I'm playing well outside of the arena, but I just cannot get going on here for some reason. But yeah, well done again to Nicky.
We've heard it from Alvin. He's going to go back and study the art of doing it on the arena, not outside of the arena. With that, we're saying, Alvin, wish you the very best in for the